The headlines. President Buhari says government policies to diversify economy. Borno State government strategizes against cholera outbreak. Deputy Senate President says nobody can rig 2019 elections. This is the news at noon on television Nigerian. I am Cynthia Agbo. President Muhammadu Buhari says that the policies of his administration are aimed towards improving the country's economy through diversification. The president said this recently during the official commissioning ceremony of the Santi Golden Sugar Estate in Niger State. According to him, the federal government remains committed to delivering on the policy goals of tackling corruption and improving the security of lives and property in the country. He added his administration's resolve to provide the necessary support for investment in agriculture, power and solid minerals to be strengthened. The Borno State government is making concerted efforts at arresting the recent outbreak of cholera in the state. The Northeast State has set up 2 treatment centers in Baga and Kukawa areas to attend to reported cases. The Commissioner of Health, Haruna Michelia, explained that all water sources in areas affected by the scourge have since been treated. The recent cholera outbreak is reportedly predominant in areas recovered from Boko Haram. The Deputy President of the Senate, Ike Ekweremadu, has assured that nobody will be able to rig the 2019 general elections. Senator Ekweremadu gave the assurance when he received the national, zonal and state youth leader of the People's Democratic Party at his office in Abuja recently. He disclosed that the PDP caucus in the National Assembly would not be intimidated from holding government accountable. He stressed that the opposition party will continue to speak truth in defense of democracy. After the break, global food agencies warn against food shortage in Nigeria. Thanks for staying tuned. Global food agencies have warned against impending food shortage that could affect 3.8 million people in 16 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory. The agencies, which include the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Food Programme, listed the affected states as Bauchi, Benue, Gombe, Jigawa, and 14 other northern states. The agencies issued a warning in Abuja at a meeting in Abuja during the presentation of the March 2018 analysis of food and security situation in Nigeria. The report said that food availability was limited in the affected areas because there had been no food production in the area in the last 3 years. The All Progressives Congress in Rivers State says it will not take part in the forthcoming local government elections in the state. The chairman of the Rivers State APC, Davis Ikanya, who made a disclosure at a news conference in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, described the State Independent Electoral Commission's plan as illegality. Ikanya said that it was shocking that the State Electoral Commission's chairman will express worries that there had not been local government elections in the state because the law abhors it. The Senate Committee on Customs, Excise and Tariff has begun investigation into allegations of abuse of federal government's financial policy by Samsung Electronics. The chairman of the Senate Committee, Hope Uzodinma, told journalists in Abuja that Samsung and some foreign companies were importing finished goods into the country. He lambasted foreigners who claimed to be manufacturing goods in Nigeria, accusing them of running shoddy companies without manufacturing plants in place. Moving on to sports, Manchester United's performance against Sevilla at the Old Trafford has been described as lethargic and toothless. David De Gea had been United's saviour in the first leg, as the entire United team is considered a shadow of its former self. The Red Devils coach Jose Mourinho has said that his team getting knocked out in the first round of the 16 was nothing new. What he, however, failed to mention is that his team was decimated by a team that was earlier beaten 2-0 at home by Valencia. Moving to the foreign news, the United States has slapped fresh sanctions on 19 Russian individuals and 5 groups, including Moscow's intelligence service, for meddling in the 2016 U.S. elections. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said that there would be additional sanctions against Russian government officials for their hostile activities. Though Mnuchin did not give a time frame for those sanctions, which he said would sever the individual's access to the U.S. financial system, the United States government is confronting and countering Russian cyber security. That's the news at noon, and before we go, a recap of the major stories. President Buhari says government policies to diversify economy. Borno State government strategizes against cholera outbreak. Deputy Senate President says nobody can rig 2019 elections. Before we leave, I leave you with this thought. The Creator of mankind made humanity equal. Don't create a distinction from your myopic mind. I am Cynthia Ago. Do have yourself a wonderful day.